Hey guys, how's it going? Big Dope 7 back here with another episode of MLB 15, the show, Sunday Night Baseball. This week we have the Yankees and the Rangers for you. Both are in first place in their respective divisions. So this should be a darn good matchup here coming up. We're going to have Derek Holland versus Nathan Eovaldi. Holland has had a decent season and so has Eovaldi. So it should be a decent pitching matchup. This is a Rangers roster that now has Josh Hamilton in it, so they definitely have a little bit of punch in their lineup. But the series is tied 1-1, and hoping for a third and final game here that is a decent game. Whoever wins this series obviously will take the series, and if the Rangers can win it, they will have the same record as the Yankees. Both teams, like I said before, are in first place. Hopefully today we don't get torched too bad by Didi Gregorius, who every time that I've played a game against the Yankees, Gregorius has had a very good game, with the exception of the first one, the first Yankees-Red Sox game all the way back in April. It seems like such a long time ago, but yeah, we're only in the end of May here. And then Brian McCann has also done some damage against us too, against me personally. So hopefully I can stop that as well. But let's go ahead and jump into this game here. Again, as you guys already know, I am not a Yankees fan. I despise the Yankees with all my being. So I will be the Rangers in this game. I'm going to go ahead and wear the red unis here. Obviously, like I said, we're going to have Derek Holland going for us. So let's see what kind of matchup we got going on here. No Didi Gregorius in this. Oh no, he's gonna be playing shortstop. I'm sorry. I can't see. He's hitting that in the 9th spot there. But very solid lineup here for the Rangers. They have Adrian Beltre, Prince Fielder, Sin-So Choo. Sin-So Choo has been actually pretty surprising this year so far. He's got 8 home runs. I never really thought of him as much of a power hitter, but he's definitely been providing some power in the early part of the season, as he's in the top of the league in home runs. And then obviously you have Josh Hamilton in this lineup. Like I said, we dealt him from the Angels earlier this year. I know I do have to catch up on some roster updates because some guys have moved around. So, guys such as Mark Trumbo, who is now with the Mariners, but that's something that's coming. I've just been kind of lazy with that. But that's the lineup we're going to try out there today. Lenos Martinez has been a rally killer in the top half of the lineup recently, and Miss Moreland has been seeing the ball better of late. So we will consider a lineup change. Martin, I'm going to leave him there because Martin is really, for the most part, he's generally a rally starter. So we're going to go ahead and skip that. And this game is going to be played at Yankee Stadium, the legendary Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. So that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at legendary Yankee Stadium for this Sunday night baseball game. You guys enjoy, and I'll be back after the game.
Big lead again for Thurl. Holiday a safe lead at second. A 3-run homer for Matt Adams. 3-2 Cardinals in a magical 7th inning. Salvador Perez, the 2-2. Popped up. Sandoval in foul territory. Giants win.
Baseball on tap from New Yankee Stadium. The Rangers battle the Yankees. Next. Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game weekend series between the Rangers and the New York Yankees. With that, we say hello again, everybody. Welcome to Rangers Baseball. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play, alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this 3-game set.
Yeah, you see, we're even at a game apiece. Yesterday afternoon's game was a fun one to watch, and I I think this one should be equally entertaining.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Texas Rangers, as their starting 9 tonight will look like this. Nate Eovaldi will be on the mound to face them. He's a guy that's got pretty good command of his pitches, but he's got to make sure he doesn't fall in love with the fastball, because guys in the past have had a tendency to sit on it and have success against him. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Elvis Andrus will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Underway now in the weekend finale as the first pitch is looked at for strike one. EK, you take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
After the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3. Yeah, a nice job there going the other way with this ball. This is something that they're going to need to do, and he's on base with a leadoff single to start the ball game.
Here's Leonis Martin, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it, because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
He's ready. Now the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. A runner at first with no outs here. He's set. Now the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw, and it'll be too late to get Andrus as he's safe at second base.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
Hold 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it. 2-2. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Gardner has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Now a long throw to third. Taking a little bit of a gamble there, trying to tag up on a fly ball to the left fielder. If he gets tagged out, this is a terrible decision, but I guess since he made it, nice job.
Adrian Beltre will stand in here. Currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to pad that total here. Now here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Has a look, now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 to Beltre. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Here comes a 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. Got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's Prince Fielder. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Pause, now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ellsbury retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Rangers leave 1, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Starting lineup for the Yankees, as presented by Joe Girardi, will look like this. They'll go to work against a tough task indeed, the veteran left-hander Derek Holland. And in the field behind him, the Rangers will look like this. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. Now, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here, but not when you got this guy on deck.
Here it comes, 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on. especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Good swing there by Gardner as he hooks this one foul down into the seats in right. Here's the full count offering. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Chu is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. So we saw the slider as he gets the fly ball there, but as for the rest of the arsenal, here you go. It's a look at the scouting report to see what else this guy features moving forward. Chase Headley will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games. First pitch coming. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air for Hamilton in left. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, a couple of flyouts here to start the home first. I think he'd rather see a few more balls on the ground going forward, but I'm sure he'll take the 2 easy outs.
Jacoby Ellsbury will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. One strike home now to Ellsbury. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or 2 if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the pitch. And a slider. Called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We played an inning. No score. Shin-Soo Choo will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play. Now the first pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here it comes. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Here's a fastball now hit out toward Gardner in left field. 1 down.
Well, you see Gardner make the play there, wearing number 11. Now, that's the lowest number available now on the Yankee roster. Can you believe that? They have retired 1 through 10, with the exception of number 2, of course, but we know that one's coming soon. So essentially, no Yankee will ever wear single digits again. I guess that's what happens when you win 27 World Series titles.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Josh Hamilton is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now here's the pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
The 1-2. Now this is popped high in the air back near second. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Yeah, very tough to get on top of a fastball at 96. Even if you miss it by an inch or two, this is what the result will be. An easy pop-up.
Mitch Moreland will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. First pitch on the way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The pitch. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. First baseman Mark Teixeira will get his first opportunity now. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. First pitch on its way to Teixeira. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Pitch on the way. Swing, hard hit ball to second. A quick out number 1. Carlos Beltran will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. First offering on the way. And here is strike 1 called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now here it comes. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
One now to Beltran. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2.
Here we go.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Into the first base dugout, and he makes the catch. He took one away there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. But he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Brian McCann will stand in. He drove in 1 of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And fielder will step on the bag. 3 unassisted for Prince, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Robinson Chirinos will get his first shot now. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Come on, Yankees, let's go.
First pitch coming. Now here's a ball sent out to right center field, and that's going to get down for him, a base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Jurickson Profar will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. From the stretch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
Oh. If you're going to take off, you've got to be sure this ball's going to get down. And I don't know. To me, that seemed like it was going to be a fairly routine catch. So, in my mind, that becomes a very avoidable double play.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. Ellsbury is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Rangers go down quickly there. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Didi Gregorius will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Now here's the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
All right, let's go.
Now here's the pitch. Now the 0-1 is a ground ball for Andrus out at short. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Yeah, definitely a throwing error here as you watch the play at first. This throw skips right along the turf. That's a pretty good effort, but I'm not sure he would have kept that right foot on the bag anyway.
Chris Young will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. And here's the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get the hook.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's 2 away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third base. I got to tell you, if that were me standing on second base right now, I'd be saying, yo, where's my RBI?
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. first pitch to him. Gregorio Petit is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. That puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Brett Gardner will get a shot here as he'll look to pick up the second run of the inning now from third base. Now the first pitch. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Let's go, 1-0 on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
All right, now you've just seen two straight breaking pitches miss away, so as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And the infield behind him has come in here, but I've got a feeling he's going to try to handle this one himself.
The 3-1 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And on 3-2, he delivers the line drive out to left center. That's going to split the defenders out there for extra bases. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
This triple chases home their second run of the inning, and still with only one out, you got to figure they've got an excellent shot to make this a 3-run inning.
Here's Chase Headley as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
He's ready now. The pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next two pitches. So you got to see if you can.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Headley. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. From the belt, the pitch, and a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. He's ready, now the pitch. 0-1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Now the 1-2. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired tonight. Judging by this bunch, we've got more on this Sunday night after this. Leonis Martin will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Leonis Martin.
Here's the first offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Here he comes on 2-1. To 2-2 now.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
The 2-2. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. First pitch coming. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Normally, you get a lot of carry out to that part of the ballpark, but I think he hits this one just a little bit thin, and it's an easy play out there in right field.
And 2 away now for the big guy, Prince Fielder. First pitch on its way to Prince. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And the pitch. This is lifted the other way out to left center. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail it here 2-0. Mark Teixeira will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
First baseman, Mark Teixeira.
Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. No problem here, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Carlos Beltran.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here's the ever-dangerous Carlos Beltran. First pitch coming. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Here it comes. Now here's a ball hit. They'll get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the fourth, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. Now the first pitch.
Here we go.
And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left. Pitch on the way. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Now here's the pitch. Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Shin-Soo Choo will lead things off after the break. It's the Yankees 2 and the Rangers nothing. And here, in fact, is Shin-Soo Choo. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Shin-Soo Choo.
Sit him down.
First pitch on the way. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Slow curveball. 75 on the radar. It's 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he can't track it down. A base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, this date in baseball history. Josh Hamilton will dig in. He popped out his first time. First offering on the way. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Mitch Moreland will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time.
That runner's leaning.
Now here's the first pitch. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers.
Come on, Yankees.
Comes set, now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Has a look, now the pitch. He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Yeah, when you think about it, 0-2 is probably the toughest count to run on. There's too many things they can do. They can pitch out, they can throw fastballs away, and right here, they gun him down easy.
comes the 1-2. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. He'll try again, 1-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They're down 2-0. Didi Gregorius will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside, 1-0. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
1-0 pitch now.
Here we go.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, yeah, his first hit of the series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. As this one clears the wall by plenty, and back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, it's about time.
Here's Chris Young. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now the pitch. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. And the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Ready with another 0-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Gregorio Petit will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here it comes. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And this will be fouled away. The 2-1 home. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Under it is Martin, and that's out number 2. Brett Gardner will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here comes the 1-1. Now he runs up and gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 3-0 New York. Robinson Chirinos will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Come on, Yank.
First pitch to him. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he takes strike 2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. So the shutout still intact here in the sixth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. So with 1 gone in the inning, here's Jurickson Profar. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Now the pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Now he reaches and hits this one hard the other way. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the sixth, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. Now the first pitch. Swing and a liner toward right center, and that will be a base hit for Andrus.
Yeah, that's his second hit so far. He's got 2 of their 4 hits, so at least he's seeing the ball well.
Leonis Martin will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And a step off. Andrus is moving, and he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Yankees 3 and the Rangers 0. Chase Headley will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch coming. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Headley. And Headley's able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2. And the pitch. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Here's the 2-2 offering. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Waiting next, Jacoby Ellsbury. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is swung on and missed as Headley is a strikeout victim here, one away.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Jacoby Ellsbury will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Here's the first offering.
Here we go.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back right away.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Runs up to bunt, and he gets it down to the right side. And the throw to first will get Ellsbury as he's gone, trying to bunt his way aboard.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Here's the first offering. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they lead it 3-0. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Leonis Martin will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Leonis Martin.
Now the first pitch. Here's a fastball now hit out toward Gardner in left field. One pitch, one away.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Prince Fielder will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. First pitch on its way to Prince. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
That's slowly hit to the right side. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. Rangers down quickly on just 4 pitches. They trail in this one 3-0. Carlos Beltran will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Designated hitter, Carlos Beltran.
First pitch coming. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Let's go, Yankees.
Now here it comes.
Here we go.
And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. But this will get foul for strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss that time by Beltran, and he's set down on strikes for the first out.
This is qualified for a quality start so far. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. Now, just needs a little help from the bats.
One gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
1 out, nobody on. The 2-0 on the way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now the 2-1. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that's going to be a base hit from McCann.
Here's a situation where he just says, shift. What shift? I tell you, you've got to hit a ball awfully, awfully hard to get it through an alignment like that. But he's able to do it here.
Didi Gregorius will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First offering on the way. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. (1-0) and a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. Swing and a hot shot toward third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball.
Well, this ball is rifled down that left field line. It wasn't fair by much. You'll see it just to the right of the chalk, and he's going to hustle himself up to second with a hard-hit double.
Chris Young would dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
In the end, this will be an RBI single off the wall, but it could have and probably should have been a whole lot more.
Gregorio Petit will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Go, Yanks.
He's set. Now the pitch. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Good eye, all right.
1-1 on the way. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Barehanded for one. Relay to fielder. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
First pitch coming. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Josh Hamilton will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. Now a move over to first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Yeah, no real excuse for this. I mean, you're down a bunch of runs. Why run the risk of even possibly getting picked off?
And here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, two are gone to start the eighth inning. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Mitch Moreland will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch to him. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. See the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. The Yankees 4 and the Rangers nothing. And here is Brett Gardner now. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Nick Tepish is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Nick Tepish.
Brett Gardner will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Come on, New York.
Pitch on the way.
Here we go.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
The pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Here he comes on 2-2.
Here we go.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Chase Headley will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Now a ball sliced hard on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. The 1-2 with 1 away. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Breaking balls in there that time, 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 3-1 is on the way. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Well, with this guy, a walk is definitely as good as a hit, so that's probably why he's taken 3-1.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be an over here.
For as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Mark Teixeira will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
A runner on first with 2 away. Pause, now the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 1-2. And a sinker. Called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're in front 4-0. Robinson Chirinos will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Now here's the first pitch. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. Oh, and he misses it.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Jurickson Profar will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
This is our house.
Here's the first offering. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. The throw to the plate, and the run is in from second as they're on the board for the first time. 4-1 now.
Well, they were kept off the scoreboard for 8 innings here, but they finally break through here to start the 9th. And hey, you never know. Maybe there's a chance for him after all. Stranger things have happened.
Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Andrew Miller will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Elvis Andrus will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. From the stretch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here it comes now to Andrus. Hard hit down the line. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Comes set, now the pitch. Sliced down the line at first. One there, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
David Carpenter will come on now as he'll try to record the final 2 outs here. Leonis Martin will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there.
Forget it, guys. Double up right here.
Another look to first, and the runner back safely.
Here we go.
And again, a throw over. And a dive, but he's back.
Take it off. Let's get going.
Here's the first offering. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Here's a 1-0. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Dylan Betances is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Off is Martin. Pitch misses the throw down. And not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And this is really tempting fate here because if he gets caught, this game's over. But he's able to move up 90 feet here on the stolen base.
The 1-0 home. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. And here's a swing and a miss, and now the Rangers are down to their final strike here.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Here comes a 1-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
That's about as economical a save as you're ever going to find. He only threw 4 pitches, but they're enough to get the job done.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Yankees come out on top 4-1. Good night from the Bronx.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base.
Alright guys, that was not how I planned that one going. The Yankees were able to beat us again, and yet again Didi Gregorius was able to torch us for another home run. I swear to God, that's the only time he ever hits a home run is against either me or King Rouse. Although he's got 9 on the year and he's only played us, what, I think 6 times. But yep, the Yankees get the win there. Derek Holland pitched a decent game, probably left him in just a touch too long through that 7th inning. But honestly, it's not like we were going to win this game. Nathan Eovaldi was just absolutely spectacular for them, and we just couldn't seem to get anything going against him. We had that base hit that drove in, what's his name, or whatever our catcher's name was. I can't remember his name. He's a guy that hasn't been in the league for a while, so I'm not really very familiar with him, and I don't really watch the Rangers that much to really know who exactly is who on their team. I mean, I honestly, I could look his name up, but I'm just lazy. I mean, I'm sure I'll see more of him as the year goes on, so I'll become more familiar with him. But yeah, that was about the only bright spot in the game for us. We had that one chance in the first inning that may have changed the whole complexion of the game if we could have gotten that runner, Elvis Anderson, from third in that first inning, but we didn't, and that was why we lost the ball game. We just couldn't score any runs, and the Yankees were able to score and get some stuff going. That error in the 3rd inning kind of started a little bit of a rally for them. So, but that's gonna do it for this episode of Sunday Night Baseball. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out Tuesday Showdown coming up this week. Is going to be the Mets and the Phillies, a battle of 1st and 2nd place teams in the NL East. So don't miss that. That will be happening, I believe, on Wednesday this week. So be sure to check that out. And if you like what we do here on Twitch, be sure to follow us here at Life of Raw Sports Gaming, and then also subscribe to all of our videos on YouTube as well at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network. And also, King Rouse will be playing his NBA 2K15 Game 3 of the Finals tomorrow. Be sure to check that out on King Rouse 21 here on Twitch. And then also don't forget to check out Cherry Weevil Gaming. All of their videos up there on YouTube. They got a lot of fun videos up there. So be sure to check them out as well. And then, yeah, that's going to do it for us here. Thanks for watching, guys. And you guys be sure to keep it real.